Hey y'all, Ken Beatty here, Shore Clean Solutions, Salisbury, Maryland. In today's video, I just want to show you guys how you can start a power washing business. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. You don't have to have, expensive items. You can start small, be able to grow up and get to the next level with your business. And, like I say, start small, crawl, walk, run. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to have to start your own power washing business. With these items, it's possible you can make, a lot of money with. You don't have to have the most expensive equipment out there to be able to make good money. You can make $500 to $1,000 a day with this equipment that I'm going to show you and talk about right here. All right, so just bear with me a few minutes. Let me adjust the camera and we're going to talk about it. Okay guys, so get down here with the camera. All right, so this guys is a power washer that I actually started my business on a few years back. Actually, it's probably been about 4.5, 5 years now that we've actually been doing power washing. And it's kind of crazy. I actually kept this thing around my shop. And, so I just want to show you guys it can happen. You don't need to go out and spend, $15,000 on a nice power washing rig. You can do it all with a power washer that you buy from, a hardware store or a big box store. So this is the Dewalt 3800 PSI. Now, one thing I will tell you that I have learned over the years is it's not about how much pressure you're putting on a house. You do not want to do that. You will void warranties. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to look at gallons per minute. This particular model is a 4.5 gallon a minute machine. So it will work ideally for everything that you want to do. So this is just one step. This is just one piece of the puzzle. So you got your machine. Over here, you've got your surface cleaner. This is a 16-inch B&E Whirl-Away surface cleaner that actually works well with this machine. Your standard garden hose for hooking up to your house water. You don't need to have a buffer tank. It is nice to have a buffer tank, but you do not need it to start your business. You will need a 5-gallon bucket and a X-Jet, or you can buy a downstream. Doesn't make a difference, and you can link that in. Here's this X-Jet worked perfectly, and I'll go over the details with this here in a second. That's it, guys. Get you a chemical. You can use sodium hypochlorite, which is SH. If you're not a big fan of using bleach or pool shock, which is the same thing, pick up something at your local hardware store or something like that and start off using that if you feel more comfortable. You can mess up siding and different surfaces if you use too strong of a mix. So if you're going to be using sodium hypochlorite, make sure you know your ratios on how to mix it. And I'll be getting into that in some other videos. But in this video, I just wanted to talk about starting off power washing and how to make $500 to $1,000 a day with just these couple items and getting yourself a chemical. So I'm going to start it off. All right, so you've got your power washer. You've got, like I said, this is the Dewalt 3800 model. I have the hose on it. When I used to use it, we put on there think it got a 150-foot hose or something like that, which wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough to get the job done, what we were trying to do and when we were working with it. The surface cleaner comes in handy because it allows you to clean surfaces like concrete and stuff like that. You know, if you have sidewalks, you can knock out a sidewalk, you know, pretty efficient with a surface cleaner versus you using the wand and trying to do it with the wand. You can use the wand, but I recommend getting a surface cleaner. And those surface cleaners there aren't really that expensive. You can find them online, you know, eBay or something like that, probably in the $200 range, which isn't a whole lot of money. So, you know, pretty much you've got, if I remember correctly, now prices could have changed probably throughout the years, but say, you know, say you got $1,000 in a power washer, you don't need to buy this particular model. I'm just showing you what I had when I started, you know, years ago. You can get them cheaper, you know, nowadays, you know, but say you had 1,000 in this, you had 200 and some bucks for the surface cleaner, you know, a couple dollars for that, a regular hose to hook up to your customer's house. Your X-Jet, you're looking at, I'm wanting to say they're roughly about 200 bucks, give or take. And then, you know, a a 5-gallon bucket, which is, you know, $3 at, you know, your local hardware store. And that's it. So, you know, you've got a little over $1,000, man, and you can have potential to make $500 to $1,000 a day with just this. You don't need to have some big astronomical machine to get started power washing. It is possible. Don't let anybody tell you it's not, because it's there. People do it all the time. So, how the X-Jet works, I'll give you guys that little tip. So like I said earlier, you do not want to go in and start using these tips that they give you with your standard power washer. And just for that reason is because, you know, if you're using these tips, you know, it's just throwing out a whole lot of PSI. Like I said, 3,800 PSI is what is going on to that house or surface that you're cleaning, and you definitely do not want to do that. So you want to look up and get another tip that you can use for the machine that you're working with that actually equates into gallons per minute, if that makes sense. You can go online, look it up. You know, they have spec sheets on certain websites that you can actually find out for what gallon a minute machine you have, and it'll give you what tip you would actually need for that gallon a minute. So your X-Jet, for using a machine like this, your X-Jet, you would actually need to take this end, which is, this goes into your chemical. Whatever soap you're using, that's what this filter screen is for. So you would put that in your chemical. You would take there. This is your soap nozzle. This is what comes out. So you would take this end. Now I'm not going to hook it up, but you would take your wand, whatever wand you use, and you would connect it right onto here. So this would go onto the end of your wand, allowing you to draw your soap. So it comes with a little valve. So you just turn the valve on. As you pull the trigger on your gun, it then draws your soap from your 5-gallon bucket through your line and puts it out onto whatever you're soaping, you know, whatever surface that you're using. This allows you to put this soap out. Now, with this machine, I was able to do two-story houses because I could reach the top with this X-Jet. I could, you know, shoot it up there, shoot my soap up there, let my soap dwell, take this off. This is actually stuck on there because I haven't used it in so many years, but I could pull this barb off of here, off of the nozzle. I could pull this this line off of this nozzle and just clip this back into my wand or my lance, and I'm back to just shooting water again onto rinsing off the house, which enabled me to be using water volume instead of water pressure. You're using gallons per minute instead of PSI, which that's what you want to do. You do not want to use the PSI. You want to stay away from that. That gets you into trouble when you start using a lot of pressure on surfaces, like vinyl siding and such. Even like brick, you can score brick if you're not using the right tip, which I'll get into all that other types of tips and stuff like that. So basically, I just wanted to show this video out there. I just wanted to get this out to you guys, so this way you guys knew that you do not need to go out, get yourself a loan, spend all this money to be able to get into the power washing business. You only need to spend what I got here, and you can make $500 to $1,000 a day. Guys, I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, comment on here, share to your buddies that are actually getting into the power washing business, and let them know. Subscribe to my page is the biggest thing. This way, you click the bell. When the bell goes off, it'll come to you when I put a new video up. And keep learning, stay safe, and God bless. And I'll see you on the next video.